can you introduce yourself to us? And your mother, Miss Katie, can certainly help you if you would like.
Okay, I'm Houston. I'm 27. I'm from Knoxville. Yeah.
What state?
Uh, I tell you Knoxville.
Tennessee.
Uh, no, you tell her.
So we live in Tennessee, and Houston said he's 27, and we live in Knoxville, Tennessee, in the United States.
How many siblings do you have, Houston?
I never ended this good.
How many siblings?
Siblings, I got two sisters. Two sisters. Yeah.
And also, how has photography helped you express yourself when speech is sometimes challenging?
This is a hard story with that. We are Thomas Downs. We were just born and yeah.
Yeah, we're Downs and Towns.
Yep.
Houston is still in speech therapy at 27 years old. One of the common things with Down syndrome is low muscle tone, which also affects speech. And uh, Houston's always had a camera in his hand. He started out, I think his first digital camera was a Barbie camera that belonged to his sisters, was a hand-me-down. And we used to give him disposable film cameras when we would go on trips, and that was his job, was to take pictures of the things that we were doing. And so his camera has pretty much always been his voice.
And what was the first picture he took? What age?
Oh,
Oh,
a preschooler.
yeah.
We have pictures somewhere, hidden in boxes of film somewhere, of a trip that we took to Disneyland or Disney. Yeah, Disney World.
Disney Paris.
Well, we went to in Florida when you were little. He was a
Right.
preschooler in a stroller. And so we gave him a digital film camera then. And when we got the pictures back, it was pretty much all of people's butts. I never really thought about it, but as a kid in a stroller, that's your view. That's what you see of the world. And so that was as a preschooler. So he's just really truly always had a camera. In middle school and high school, he did the 4-H photography project, which is a an organization here in the United States that uh, focuses on citizenship and leadership, and being a good citizen and hands-on learning. And so he was, by the time he was in high school, was a finalist for our state with that project through his photography. So he's pretty much, a camera has been his way of communication pretty much his whole life.
And what inspires him most when he's behind the lens?
What do you think?
No. What do we?
What inspires you?
No, how about with you?
Houston has a great eye for um, seeing unusual things, kind of a different view of something that we may all look at every day. He can look at it differently, and he's able to show that with his camera. And with I don't know. He's worked hard, so I won't say it's a natural. His natural ability does shine through, but he's worked really hard to learn skills of photography, to learn the composition, and to learn about telling a story with your pictures. And so it's been a journey. And I think it's just like anything else. We just keep learning. The more we do it, the more we learn.
And if you could give advice to young people with Down syndrome who want to pursue their passions, what would you say, Houston?
I'd say be happy and that's where I've been in.
Be happy and make sure it happens. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, I think that with as a family, what we've learned is that when people get a diagnosis of Down syndrome, it's delivered in such a way that it's a grieving time. It's, I'm so sorry your son has Down syndrome, and we found that's not true at all. Some of our coolest friends have Down syndrome. Many of our coolest friends have Down syndrome. Most beautiful people that you'll ever meet have Down syndrome. And so, to the families, I want to say, goodness, don't be sad. It's a blessing. Uh, Houston's best friend, his mom says, we won the genetic lottery by having a person with Down syndrome in our family and in our life. And so it's a tremendous blessing.
And the guy named Got person and Zach in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've got all
yeah,
kinds of friends with
yeah,
special
you give
needs.
it too.
Yep, that's exactly
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Weston and Zach.
yeah.
Yep, have different kinds of special needs. It's put us in a community of really beautiful people that see the world differently. It's so easy in everyday life to get wrapped up in, judging people or be wrapped up in how we feel about ourselves and, things that are just not important. And having somebody with Down syndrome is really a beautiful way of setting priorities in the right order, seeing the beauty in a person, not just because of what they can perform or what they can, what they look like, but from the true value of a person. And I think for us, it's made our family better. And you're a pretty cool kid.
Yeah. Well, I don't care for you.
You're a pretty cool man.
Yeah, you be man. I'm tired about it.
Yeah.
And how did you encourage Houston to pursue photography and travel?
Well, I'm no trouble. I'm not trouble.
Not trouble, travel.
I'm trouble. Oh yes, trouble. I have got that.
Yeah, you don't get in trouble, do you?
No.
No. With us, with our family, we've been blessed to be able to travel quite a bit within the United States. Through work, my husband's job, we live in the USA, but he is working on a project that's being built in the south of France. And so we've been able to go with him several times to Europe, which has been really nice. And then Houston got invited several years ago to lead trips with a group from, they're based in Australia, and he has led trips to Egypt and Costa Rica. And this year we went to Ecuador. Um, it's kind of fun to see in the world community that people are realizing that I think the numbers 1 in 4 adults have a disability of some sort. And so it just makes financial sense to cater to the be inclusive with your situation. And so the company in Australia is called Travello, and they heard Houston and I speak at a conference in Las Vegas, and they came up and they said, we want to increase our reach into the disability community, and so we want Houston to lead trips for us. And so what we found through leading the trips is that a lot of families with disability in their family are nervous about getting out of their comfort zone. But you find that, the world's a big, beautiful place, and it's the people have really welcomed us with open arms everywhere that we've traveled. And so that's been a
Yeah,
really,
trouble. That's
yeah,
good.
a really nice thing.
And when you look back at his journey, what are you most proud of?
A big bad. I don't know.
My husband and I were talking last night. Houston recently won an award at our local fair.
Oh,
Yeah, what did you win?
I went a greatest of so.
Best of show for a photograph
Congratulations.
at our
Yeah,
local
thank you.
fair. And we were talking the thing about with Houston, he has had some really nice recognition and some nice awards, but it's not really about Houston.
Once,
It's not about you.
okay, baby. How about my baby not cooking?
Yeah,
So it does.
you're cool and you're fun.
Okay, baby.
But what we want to do is we want to show that anybody can do it.
Oh yes,
Anybody can
anybody
follow
take a photo.
anyone can follow their dreams. They can follow their passions. They can do whatever they want. And it does take a support system,
Mhm.
but we live in Tennessee, and our favorite, analogy is, I don't know if you've heard of Dolly Parton. She's a international music star. And for Dolly Parton, she has a makeup person and a hair person, probably wigs, a wardrobe person, a manager, someone that helps with their music, someone that drives her bus. Even the most famous musician has an entire support network that helps them to be their best and to do what they do the best. And so we all need our our support system. We need our group, we need our village that helps us. And that's true with every person, regardless of disability or not.
And what has Houston taught you about resilience, patience, or joy that you may not have learned otherwise?
I like it'd be hard question.
Have you
So,
taught me patience?
no,
Yeah, I think
I
so.
have to too.
I was actually very type A, very driven, very career oriented person. And what I have found through Houston is that it's life is so much better when you can slow down, enjoy the moments that are very special, enjoy the victories that are small but hard fought for and hard won. And every life has value, every person has value, and every moment has value. And if we're not careful, we just kind of barge right through it. And it's easy to miss the fact that life is a gift and every day is a gift. And the special moments are very special.
That's right. Yeah.
And before ending this interview, what dreams do you still have for Houston's future?
Ooh.
Oh,
Me in the visitor.
yeah. Do you have any dreams?
Any dreams?
Yeah.
Any dreams, mom, baby? Not about her. Not about dreams.
In 2017, when Houston graduated high school,
Okay.
we set about to do his photography as a business. So we sat down and we came up with a business plan that, someone had helped us to know how to do a business plan. Well, we stuck with that business plan for about, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then, we had an opportunity that came up that was outside of the business plan. It's like, well, we'll pursue that. And then we had another opportunity. And so we pretty much have thrown the business plan out of the window. And I think that our approach to life now is just, say yes. Say yes to opportunities. Don't be afraid of going through a different door than what you thought you were going to go through, because that's when life gets exciting. That's where you meet some of the most amazing people that way. And I think for us, we're just going to keep saying yes.
Yes, yes. You do say yes.
Yep, say yes.
Do it. Do it. You say yes.